M some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Welcome to the broadcast, everyone.
A full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I can't believe I let you play.
On third and long, it's Keenum. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he spins past him and into space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Keenum finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Kill. 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
This dude is really bad at kicking.
He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, let's assess the Denver Broncos right now. Of course, they're going to have a new man in charge by the time next season rolls around. Vance Joseph let go. Second straight losing season. 6-10 this year, 5-11 the year before that. And you've told me this before. I think that was the first time they've had back-to-back losing seasons since the 70s.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's just not normal for the Denver Broncos in that franchise. But they do have something to build on, though. Think about what they did with Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent out of the University.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
To return it, Alvin Kamara. Able to slither by. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Ready. You waiting?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson over the middle. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Breeze to throw on second down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Breeze going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Toss play, Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Lutz puts this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. Remember last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? And try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On the move to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's got some space here. There goes Mark Ingram. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 77 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
21.
Here's Breeze. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away.
Man, this dude is really, really trash at kicking.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They toss to Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Just put your pop on yourself.
2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now they'll throw with Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass down the field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right back to him on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get the 2. Take 2. No, Rodney.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Shit, that was a fucking first down.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Zach Line with it, the fullback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. We're waiting.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Completes this one to Meredith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. Breeze now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never